what a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
In your face. 4-7's a mic. 4-7's a mic. Watch the screen.
Willis now off play action. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
70, 18, Pioneer.
Mike's 50.
They go play action with Willis.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Henry up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Slam.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Coming to you. Hey, check Mike 50.
Willis looking to throw it. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans will strike first here, this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Titans 7, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ashton Doolin now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Quarterback at all costs. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Tighten up.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, watch Sam.
Now Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. Hurry.
Richardson to the air on first down. He'll let one go deep for downs. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Chop 60.
Oh, yeah.
Let go.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Bandit.
Richardson looking to throw. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Play action. Here's Willis. He'll go right back to Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check, check.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Tackled by Simpson Abuko. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Henry. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Dragon 60. Ready, go.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Richardson working from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got him. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19.
Now it's Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're running it. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hey, watch the leg.
18 Pioneer.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
I got one.
Mike's 54.
Ready.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Go.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Check pass.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
All you get is a headache. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
It's a party now.
Richardson looking to throw this. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Back to the air with Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gay knocks this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Willis.
Rip left, rip left.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They go play action with Willis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
79 Broncos.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Again, Willis to throw. He's in the space past the 25 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Right there. 54, right there.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They begin with Henry. Busts through the tackle. Still on his feet. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a give to Spears. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's a Titans touchdown. DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Titans 24, Colts 10.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Richardson off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Again to Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Undercrush.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
47's the
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
31, Colts 10.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Watch the pass. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". I got you, punk. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the 35, here's second down and a yard.
Hey, pick your game up.
Ready.
Now a handoff to Henry.
You better come harder next time, son.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Boy, 203 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Check 24, check 24.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got it to about the 40. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 6.
Lions.
Why this team showed up.
Check.
Running from the gun with Henry.
Go, run.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Come on.
3rd and 5.
Hustle. 70 Timberwolves.
Watch the run. Mike's 50.
Ready, go.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
47, Mike, 47.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Out, 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 out.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.